Hello, hello. How are you guys? Wow, it's been a little while. So, I have been crazy busy with my own child and teaching, and then, of course, acclimating to this crazy schedule and things that I wasn't expecting to happen. And then I am also, as many of you may know, doing a IEP challenge over on the group and in the group. So if you have not joined us, oh my God, you guys have to. We'll talk about that in just a minute. So for those of you who have not seen me online, post a one below. Say one, two times you've been on here and caught me, but you're still new, post a one below. If you're an oldie but goodie, post a two below. You guys know what to do. And if you guys haven't clicked notifications above, if you do that, you'll know when I go live and you won't miss me. Or if you're busy, you'll at least know I went live so you can go back and watch it, because so many people have messaged me and they were frustrated that they didn't know when I was going live. So that's how you will know. So definitely click that. And if you haven't joined the group, it's amazing. You got to do that. And we're going to talk about that today. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Raven Woods, and I'm the CEO and founder of Autism Mama Rocks IEP. And I help parents gain the knowledge and the confidence to become the CEO of their IEP meeting, which is awesome. So, you're probably thinking, well, we're not having IEP meetings right now, Raven, so why do we care? Well, to be honest, you should care because many of us, including myself, are having what's called virtual online via Zoom IEP meetings. And I want to tell you first and foremost, don't be nervous by them. They're actually possibly better than an in person. Let me tell you why. So, the reason why is because you actually can have all your stuff thrown out in front of you, your IEP, your recent progress report, any emails that you need to have, whatever it is that you have in front of you. If you're in my course or you've listened to me, you know you should have your bullet point checklist. All of those things you have in front of you, and you're at home on a computer. You can see your whole team on the Zoom chat. It's a meeting room on the computer. And when someone talks, their face shows up. And it's an amazing way to have an IEP, to be quite honest. Think about how nervous parents get going to an IEP meeting, and you could actually have it right in your own home, and it's just as successful. Okay, you still at the end, whatever you say is still should be put into parental communication and concerns. You still should always, within 10 days, get a PWN, and everything's the same. And then just make sure that you record the meeting. I usually will have my phone right by the computer and have it on record. Okay. So always record. Okay. So, with that said, we're going to talk for a few minutes about this IEP challenge that I'm having over on the group and why you should care and how it's going to benefit you. So, first and foremost, I'm writing everything down. So, it's all in the files section of the group. So, even though I go live every single day, other than Sundays, so Mondays I do a double, which I just finished doing. I literally am going through this challenge and walking you through it step by step, but I'm also putting it in writing because some of us are auditory, some of us are visual, and some of us need it all, and that's kind of how I am. So I want you guys to really benefit from this. Now, let me tell you why I'm doing this. People have said, "Why are you doing this? This is like free stuff. This is awesome." Okay, well, the reason I'm doing this is because I don't want anybody, any parent, to feel like a failure during this time. That's number one. And number two, I don't want parents to feel that stress of, oh my God, what do I do? What are my rights? So like, how does this work? Because we're not really getting a lot of communication, many of us, in emails or from the teachers. I've heard of some teachers actually calling the kids, which is fabulous. What an awesome teacher. But many of us aren't. And we're kind of thrown these packets of, hey, do this, do that. And it's not really giving us a place to start. So many of us, I can't tell you how many people I've talked to recently where they're like, where do I even start? I'm not a teacher. Like, obviously we're parents, we're going to do the best we can. We're not going to fail our kids like that. But at the same time, it's created so much stress with all this change. And, it's creative. I've talked to some parents who are like, I have so much anxiety right now that I don't know what to do. Like, it's created a lot of even depression and anxiety in some parents who've reached out and confided in me. And, that hurts my heart to hear because, you never want that to happen. But I get it, like some people have been laid off from their jobs for a period of time. And so I get that it's a stressful time. So I wanted to just give you something that, you could take with you and that you actually can use. And if you do it and put in the work, which it's so simple, guys, that you will come out on top. And the reason why is because anything that you document is all you got right now. All right. So, how you probably have heard me say, you've probably heard it said somewhere else, where if it's not in writing, it never happened. Well, that's fact across the board forever. All right. But in this situation, if it's not on recording, you didn't catch it on tape, all right, on your phone, on your iPad, whatever, it never happened. Why? Because the teachers are not visually seeing your child right now. So do you think for 1 second that when you go and say, my child needs speech right away for ESY, and you've never had ESY before, and you're like, oh my God, he needs OT and he's not doing good with his writing and it's just gone to crap, and you're saying all these things, do you think that they're going to believe you? No. But if you have it on recording, and what I'm telling, everybody to do over in my group, and I've written it down, done videos, so you have it all out there, is you have to take notes every day. I've even said, get a nanny cam, put it in 3 different areas of the room. They're cheap. But if you don't want to do that, just record. Not just record when you are doing work with your child. Record if they're watching TV. Record if they're on the computer and just playing. Record. You want to catch those recordings that you wouldn't catch otherwise. So you need to just keep things recording or somehow really readily available, because if you don't, it's kind of like, that picture you really want to take and you're trying to grab your phone and get it on, to take the picture, and then it stopped and you lost that opportunity. So you want to record. And then I'm having everybody, which I actually even put up a sample email today, email each week, hopefully their schedule that they've organized and are keeping consistency with our children, to help eliminate any of their anxiety and sensory issues. And then each week you're emailing, and every now and then, once, maybe twice a month, you're sending a recording or recordings based off impact, even though you're recording all the time. All right. And you're uploading it to your file that I'm teaching everybody. You got to go over to the group, guys. It's Autism Mama Rocks IEP group. All right. Post below if you need me to put the link. All right. And if you're jumping on here, I see people jumping on and off and that sort of thing, which is normal. Post a 1 below if you're new. Post a 2 below if you're an oldie but goodie. Say hi, okay? The group is wonderful for confiding in different people, and, it's just a wonderful group, and you're able to, talk about everything, with what's going on and frustrations and more questions. And so moving forward with the emails and everything and the recordings, I'm telling everybody, when you send a recording, which is once, maybe twice a month, and you want that recording to be impactful. Okay. You don't want it to kind of get tedious. All right. Because you're going to have these recordings, so you can have them and use them anytime. But when you send them right now, you want them to be the impactful ones, whether it be a complete meltdown where that's just not the norm, or it's just ongoing complete meltdowns where you're showing maybe 2 or 3 short videos of this is what's happening every day. Or things that are important to get on recording is you're trying to teach them, and hopefully you're teaching them based off their goals. And if they're not smart goals, and everybody's messaged me, well, my goals suck, and in listening to you, they need to be improved, and I don't have an IEP coming up, or what do I do? And I'm letting you guys know to relax a little bit, and we'll get that in play. But go off the goals they have and expand if you need to. Okay, you know best. And so the impact needs to be, when you're working with them, and say they're getting really frustrated, all right, and that frustration is turning into them not wanting to do the work. It's turning into maybe a meltdown happening. It's turning into them verbally having a meltdown. Many of our kids can just kind of flip verbally, and it just comes out and running. Whatever it is, all right, it could be self-inflicting behavior, it could be aggression. So these are the things that you really want to catch on recording, along with any regression with academics, all right, where your child wrote in a very neat way and now that's getting sloppy and kind of not where they were. So those are the things you want to really get on recording and get that sent to them each week, or even bi-weekly, like I said, so that they're not, seeing a video every single week. But you really want to get those impactful ones off to them. And this is what it's going to do for you. Okay. So there's so many things that we've gone through. Like today was day 8. All right. So you can go back and do it. It's not too late. But here's the thing of what it's going to do for you. As I've told everybody, being an advocate with COPA, and us advocates and attorneys get information that isn't the general public. And one thing we know, which you guys probably know as well, just not maybe all the updates with it, and kind of ongoing emails that are tedious that go with it, is waivers are going to be coming out. All right, and those waivers are not all going to be things that we're happy with. All right, it's going to give school systems extensions of things that we really don't want them to have extensions on, such as evaluations, all right, such as IEEs, those type of evaluations, such as IEP meetings. Okay, IEP meetings typically have to happen within 30 days. They're probably going to get extensions on that, because there's so many parents that are going to need IEPs. So all these things that we need to address right away once things open back up, is going to take much longer than it normally would. And what I've told everybody is, if you don't want to be pushed off really until Christmas, you gotta do this. I'm telling you, recording and writing it is going to show them you're on top of this. Okay. And no, you're not going to be going after them for compensatory services or anything like that, because you don't get that. But you can address the things that are going on right now. All right. And these are the things going on right now because you got them on tape. All right. So these are important things to keep in mind, and why I'm doing this, because I don't want you guys to be put off till Christmas. So you're probably thinking, okay, well, how would I be put off to Christmas? I mean, even if they get an extra 30 days after, I asked for an IEP, that's only 60 days. So that would be what, September, October? Well, then you have the IEP. Then you have to decide if you agree on the IEP. Then you have to maybe address goals. It takes time. All right. And they're not going to be moving fast. And then, for example, evaluations, say you get those going. So that's October by the time they're done. And, together with that, then you have to have a meeting based off the evaluations. Then you have to make a decision of what's going to happen. Well, here's the thing. Say you don't agree with the evaluation. Then you want an IEE, you request an IEE, and that's another several weeks. You know what I mean? So what I'm trying to do is eliminate all that time you would be wasting. And you don't want to do that, especially in a time like this. This is an awful thing that's going on that nobody has control over. But what you do have control over is how things come into play and actually play out once they're back up and running. Okay, so that's what you do have control over if you prep and plan now. So for those of you who know my trademarked PPPN, it's plan, prepare, present, persuade, and negotiate. Well, if you know how to do that, which I teach in my course, then you're going to nail the IEP process. But you got to do it right. And the IEP process is a foreign language. And myself included had no idea how it worked and what to do. So I'm I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you are a part of this page, and I sure hope you come and join us over on the group and join us in the IEP challenge. Like I said, we just finished day 8 today. It's not too late. You can go to the files section, the emails there of how your email should look. The day 1 through 8 of the challenge is written out. The videos are there. All right, so make sure you click notifications here on the page. When you join the group, make sure you click notifications there. And make sure to say hi. All right, so post a 1 below here if you're new, post a 2 below if you're an oldie but goodie. If you have any questions, post them below. And if you're hopping on and you're watching the replay, make sure you say hi. But I really hope you guys come join us over in the group at Autism Mama Rocks IEP group. If you need me to post the link below, please let me know. Okay, some of you can just put it into the search. Some of you may need the link. Let me know. And any questions that you have that you post below, I will respond to them. Okay, so I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Monday. And it kind of seems like, hi Grace, hi Narwin, how are you? Welcome. So I know that every day seems to like roll into the other with all of this going on. She's not kidding. The process can go round and round, and it can take months when you are just starting. That's right. That's right, Bethany. That's absolutely right. And I mean, even for myself, knowing exactly what to do and how things work and so forth. I can't tell you how many times that, I never agree to an IEP right away. I always take it home. I always give myself a good 10 to 14 days to really look it over and over. I don't just look at it once. I go through it several times. And, then I'm emailing the school saying, I don't agree with this or I agree with this. And we have to come to an agreement. Sometimes we even have to have another IEP meeting. So, things take time. So don't think that they're going to just happen right away. Oh, and let me not forget, one of the things we're talking about over on the group with the challenge is just because many of our school systems have closed for the rest of the year, ESY is not out at all. It's still in play, all right? Because many of our school systems are coming back by June 1st, all right? Or our states are coming back, I should say, by June 1st. So what that means is the schools will then have to provide ESY. Okay, now when they say, oh, we're closed for the rest of the year, that means for all gen ed type students and even special ed if they don't qualify for ESY. But think about the opportunity that you have now, especially with doing this challenge, creating your paper trail along with video. I mean, it's priceless, of getting ESY that you may not have had before. This is your time, guys. This is your time. So I hope to see you over on the group. I hope to have you guys join us in this IEP challenge. Thanks for adding to that, Bethany. I sure appreciate that, because sometimes people don't understand, how long things can take sometimes. And it can be the most frustrating thing ever. Like, you'll want to pull your hair out. And Narwin, welcome. And Grace, I love you, girl. How are you? I see you're home. Are you working tonight? And thank you so much for what you do with everything going on right now. So I hope to see you guys. ESY is extended school year. So it's when your child can get services, accommodations, and modifications after school ends for the summer. And ESY can look any way you want it to look. Don't ever let the school system say, oh, we offer ESY from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Thursday. No, it doesn't work like that. That may be when they offer their ESY in their designated area that they offer many kids, but ESY can look any way you want. My daughter has actually had therapeutic writing. She's had ABA. She's had her OTPT speech and everything else. She's had ESY from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So it can look however you need it to look based off your child's needs. And you just have to fight for it. All right. And that's what my group's all about. So I come live on this page. I used to come live on this page on Mondays and Thursdays, but I've kind of because I'm going live every single day over on the group doing this IEP challenge, I've kind of not come live on this page often. So I probably should be, but I apologize for that. But I've been so focused on doing this IEP challenge with them that it's kind of taken my time. So please come join us over on the group. I've got my son already set up with ESY and his IEP is dialed in. That's awesome, Bethany. Awesome, awesome. not working, still at home. Okay, Grace, that's awesome. Awesome, awesome. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions, please post them below and go check out the group, check out the files. There's the files with all of the challenge, and then there's files with the email, and then all the videos. There's the videos 1 through 8. Okay, so I hope to catch you guys over there, and I'll probably come live over on this page on Thursday. But like I said, I've kind of been so focused on going live every day over in the group that I've just kind of forgot about it, honestly. So I apologize. So I hope I see you guys over there. And anybody catching the replay, don't forget to post your 1 below if you're new, 2 below if you're an oldie but goodie, and post any questions you have. And I will get to them, I promise. Okay? So have a wonderful, wonderful Monday, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, Grace, Narwin, Bethany. I'll talk to you guys soon, okay? Bye-bye.